everybody, welcome back to another video. Cam from Aputure Photography here. Today we are having a look at the brand new Aputure Spotlight Mount. Since I saw the development announcement at NAB 2018 for this new Spotlight Mount, I've been really hanging out to test it out. And for the last couple of weeks, I've been lucky enough to have it in my hot little hands, and I've used it on a couple of workshops and a couple of shoots just to test out its capabilities. And so far, I'm really impressed. So the first thing you'll notice when you pull it out of the case is that it is really well made. It's a die-cast aluminium chassis, so it's built to last for a very long time, which is to really be expected from the guys at Aputure. They do make really good products. So this unit that was supplied to me by Aputure came with the 19-degree lens. There are two other lenses available, a 26 and a 36, and they are user interchangeable. So whether you need a wider circle of illumination or more of a pinpoint spot, you've got the options there with the different lenses. So I've got it mounted here on the original 120D. So let's just fire it up and see what this little baby can do. So as you can see there on the background, we've got a nice circle. It's a little bit out of focus at the moment, but you can actually adjust the sharpness of that just by loosening this little knob here and moving the lens in and out, and you can fine tune that focus. So the thing I really love about this unit is the internal shutter blades. It's not often that I want a perfect circle on my subjects. So what I want to do is create some little angled shafts of light. So I can do that by using these internal shutter blades. So there's two on either side, and the top and the bottom. Now as you move those in, it will change the focus, so you just have to readjust that focus to get it sharp again. You can also move these around to the sides, so you can change the angles, create little triangles. So you can have a lot of fun and waste a lot of time creating all these different shapes. So using this spotlight mount with these cutters really negates the need for using cutters and a hard light source to create those really sharp sections of light that might be used in a typical beauty portrait or a vintage glamour style shoot. And that's something that I've experimented with over the last couple of weeks at some of my workshops. So here's a little behind the scenes look at those workshops, and just to show you how I utilize this modifier to create those interesting shapes of light. So apart from the internal shutters, you do get supplied a gel holder which slides into the front, just like so. And the other thing that's supplied is a B-size gobo holder and three little gobos. First one is a Venetian blind, so let's have a look at that. So I'll just focus that up. Obviously you may not want to have it fully sharp. So being the 19-degree lens, you can see that it is a fairly narrow projection, Now to get that much bigger on the wall, I'd have to take the light a fair way back. Swap that lens with the 36 degree and you get a much wider projection. All right, let's have a look at the other Gobos. So the second one is a little tree. There we go. And the third one that's supplied is more of just a random pattern. So I haven't really tested any of these little Gobos with any of my shoots just yet. I've yet to come up with the appropriate purpose for doing so, but I'm sure I'll make use of them at some point in the future. So as an optional extra, there is also this iris, which I will slot in so I can show you what that does. So that basically just gives you the ability to change from a full spot right down to a very, very tiny pinpoint. And we'll just focus that up again. So that little iris obviously just gives you a little stepless control of just how big you want that circle to appear. So you may be thinking, this looks pretty great, I want to get one, but how much is it actually going to cost me? Well, it's going to retail for around $4.99 US with your choice of lens. And additional lenses only $2.59, and the little iris adapter only $99. So I think that's pretty good value considering the build quality and what it actually does. I can see multitude of uses for this, not only from a stills, but from a filmmaking point of view. Predominantly, I am a still shooter, so that's what I'm going to be using it for, but I am looking to experiment more with filmmaking, so that's going to come in pretty handy for certain projects. So far, I'm really impressed with this unit and I'm looking forward to using it in more creative portrait situations. So stay tuned for more videos, as I'm sure this spotlight mount will be featured in future videos very soon. Thanks again for joining me, and until I see you in the next video, ciao for now.